This is a foreshadowing of what's to come in the next hour. Ay, ay, ay. All right. So we head over to Mick
Speaking
Care.
of foreshadowing, I don't know if there's going to be too many shadows this morning, Mick. A lot of sunshine.
Oh, man, what a beautiful start to what's going to be an incredible day with a lot of sunshine to start the day and temperatures that were bottomed out in the 50s under the mostly clear sky. Now, on the way to low 70s today with about 71 Detroit Lake, 72 Fergus Falls, 72 in Jamestown and Devil's Lake here before we get to the show over with. And then at noon we'll be in the low 70s with mid 70s with temperatures climbing to the upper 70s. Could see an 80. Now, starting about 4 o'clock this afternoon, look out for some showers and thunder showers up in the Devil's Lake area. Does look like now every successive computer model run pushes more and more of the storms up into southern Manitoba, but we'll see a few right about the 10 o'clock news move into northeastern North Dakota. So we're going to keep an eye on those. Right now, there's some clouds with a little bit of rain out there around the Minot area up into Saskatchewan. And yes, that's moving into northeast North Dakota for later today. Chris and Andrea, just an absolutely stunning day, though, with a lot of sunshine and not much wind.
Thank you so much, Mick.
Yesterday I had my flip-flops and shorts on. You just couldn't see it. So I will be back to that soon as well. Now, throughout the month of May, we've been asking you to like the Valley News Live Facebook page. If we reached our 70,000 likes, Dog IDs was going to donate $500 to the Humane Society of Fargo-Moorhead.
Yes, and thanks to all of you, we got real close to our goal, just above 69,000 likes. And so the great folks at Dogs ID are still donating that money to help the animals at the shelter. Animals like little Chiquita. Yep. Yeah, who is relaxing here on our floor. I don't know if you can see. She was standing up, but there we go. Isn't that adorable?
That is great.
Yes, Ashley Farkas, the merchandising manager at Dog IDs, has a big old check to present to PR coordinator Heather Clefstead on behalf of the Humane Society. That's a nice check.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'll hold it so you don't.
Perfect.
There we go. So that.
Thank
Go
you
ahead.
so much for doing this. I mean, what a tremendous difference. I think that's the big question is, so how can you use the $500? How will it impact Chiquita and other pets?
Sure. Well, you know, definitely we rely on our area businesses and just the community to keep our doors open. So the money is just going to go to take care of the animals while they're at the shelter for feeding them, you know, just their veterinary care and anything that they need while they're awaiting their forever homes.
I think it's
And this
great.
is pretty great. $500. I mean, you're in the dog and cat business. So this must feel pretty good.
Yes. Our market is really, all over the country, but we really, really like to support our local community, going to the Paws Walk events the Humane Society runs and all other kind of events.
So is Chiquita obviously up for adoption? And maybe tell us a little about Chiquita.
Yeah. Yes, Chiquita is up for adoption. She is a 1.5-year female. She is a pit bull cross, and she absolutely loves kids. She prefers larger dogs, so she probably doesn't want to go to a home with smaller dogs, and she isn't really fond of cats, so she doesn't want to go to a home with cats, but she absolutely adores kids, is just a sweetheart, as you can see. She loves to snuggle, and she likes to play a lot, too, so she'd be a good addition to anybody's family. But
She likes it. She's like, come on, Marcy.
I know. She's licking my toes and I'm like, oh, this is like a little massage here. That's so great.
And you got a big Paws Walk coming up? What's going on there?
We do, yep. Our Paws Walk is coming up on July 29th in Lindenwood Park here in Fargo. The registration for the event will start at 6 o'clock that evening, and the walk itself is at 7 o'clock. So, yes, we just want everybody to come out and join us for the Paws Walk. It's our largest fundraiser throughout the year. Again, it helps take care of all our animals, while they're awaiting their forever homes. So, we encourage people to come out and to collect pledges for the walk itself and just to join us for the event.
Do you know by chance how many dogs and cats you have at the shelter that need adoption? Because we really want to make sure that people know to stop by, and if they need an animal in their home, you've got one.
Right, we have about 95 animals that are in our care, so that's both in our shelter and in foster homes as well. So they're all looking for good homes.
Yep, a variety too, right?
Variety of all cats and dogs. Yeah, different breeds and shapes and sizes. So somebody, for everybody at our shelter.
We read a great story this morning about what you guys and the impact you make, obviously, on pets in the community, about a dog named Esperanza, I believe.
Yeah.
And can you tell us about that
Yeah,
story?
Esperanza, she's actually going to be our Grand Marshal for our Paws Walk.
Nice.
She's one of our alums. She's been adopted by, her foster family adopted her. And Esperanza is a special girl. She has special needs. If you haven't seen her, she has a cart that her back legs are semi-paralyzed, so she has a cart to help her get around. But she is just a special dog. She's just the most lovable animal, and we're glad that her foster family couldn't let her go and decided to adopt her. And like I said, she's coming back to lead our Paws Walk in July, so we're looking forward to having her there too.
And a website where people can find out more info about pets to adopt, and of course the Paws Walk.
Sure, it's Humane Society, FargoMoorhead.org.
Humane Society, FargoMoorhead.org. Ashley, again,
Okay.
thank you so much for being so generous as well.
Chiquita has just got to get a home after this show. Seriously, this
Might
is
be
the
your
nicest
home.
dog ever. I mean, this should dispel a few myths about people who are worried about pit bulls.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's really, that's just a myth. It's really
really
all
how
depends
you
on the
treat
dogs and how
them.
you treat them.
Exactly.
That's very true.
Oh my gosh, you can be the station mascot. What
Exactly.
a sweetheart. What a sweetheart. Well, great. Thanks, both of you, for
Thank
being here
you.
today. Well, great cause. We were happy
really
to be a part
appreciate
of it.
Here's
Yeah.
kind of a fun pet story as well that we want to share with you. We all have your pets. You got them in the car and whatnot. Well, how about your dog driving your car, but by accident? Check out this video.
Rhonda's saying no sound. The dog was so excited to go for a walk, jumped in the car, put the car in gear, and whoa, we went into the pond, right into the drink.
How
Are you
in the
kidding?
world does that happen?
I don't know. I don't know. There's the culprit. What a sweetheart.
Good-looking puppy.
Yeah. And wasn't giving up because of that.
No,
Little
thank
mishap.
goodness. Thank goodness.
I know. They got her leash got tangled on the gear stick and shifted it into drive, and there it went. Little gas and into the drink.
Poor Rosie. The owner obviously looked like he was still having fun, and sometimes things happen.
Yeah, sometimes. What did you tell your insurance? Is that covered?
That's a great question.
My dog?
If there's any insurance
Sends-
people out there, go to our Facebook page and let us know. Is that covered if your puppy ends up just sort of by accident throwing the car into drive? Thank goodness everything's okay.
Yeah, right,
That's
right.
freaky.
Exactly. She grabbed the dog out and just let the car go because it was already on its way.
Big thing kicks off today. The Rib
yeah.
Fest that's here. Happy Harry's Rib Fest, I should say.
Yep.
Obviously, great food.
Wednesday through Saturday, all the ribs that you could ever want and all the different kinds. We've got super duper hot ribs that I believe one of us, we're going to have to try some really hot ribs, I guess. We're gonna be live out there on Friday.
On
Friday
Friday?
morning. Yeah. With a variety of guests, talking to the ribbers, trying to cook up some ribs and maybe a little trivia.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And Mother Nature had better not rain on our parade. That's all I have to say.
That just looks so
Was that a
good.
sandwich?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's always a good time out there.
So Friday, assuming the weather cooperates, yes, on this show we will be having, I don't even think you know this, a battle of the sexes. We're going to find out who knows the myths versus the facts about barbecuing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she's probably going to whip my tail on this
Well, I bet
deal.
we'll be close. I bet we'll be close because, I'm not exactly the one who goes out to the grill to put things on the grill.
But the deal is whoever loses has to eat these, apparently these super duper hot ribs
Yeah.
that just make you
that take you 20
almost
minutes to
faint for 20
recover. Right.
minutes.
So if during the show one of us can't talk and we're trying to choke and we're drinking milk, that's because of the contest, yeah. So we'll see what happens. Should be a good one. Okay, what do we got next? This is cute.
This reminds me of Meet the Parents. You ever see Meet the Parents?
Yeah.
But do you remember this, Rhonda, where the kids are in the students are trying to help him out, make the sign, "Will you marry me?" Did you ever see Meet the Yeah. So
yeah.
this first grade teacher, right?
Yeah. At a school in Massachusetts?
I think it was
Indiana.
Indiana.
Yeah, the
Oh, you're right,
the
Indiana.
dog who drove the car into the pond was in Massachusetts.
Right.
But
This is
this
Indiana.
was in Indiana.
The firefighters arrived at a school to sort of kind of hose down the kids and do some fun stuff. Well, all of a sudden they made a sign, right? Miss Hall, will you marry me?
That's awesome.
I know. She was all prepared to get wet. She had her poncho on. And she's a 4th grade teacher there.
That was a great move.
Yeah, she had no idea. There's the sign.
It took months of planning.
Months of planning, he says. That's sweet. Very sweet. And the kids, were the kids in on it?
I think so. I mean, you can hear them
so?
all kind of cheering in the background and hooping and hollering.
Yeah,
so
he said it took weeks and weeks to get that planned. So
that was awesome.
major brownie points to him. That was
Exactly.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well
That was a
done.
good one. That was a really good one.
Well done.
And hey, up north, bears everywhere, trying to cross the highway. At least a mama bear and her 3 cubs. And there's way too much traffic. People are stopping for them, but of course they're being real cautious, backing off. Come back, little guys. And it looks like a really busy highway.
Where did this happen? Was this just over in Wisconsin?
Yep, northern Wisconsin.
Do you see that in the background there? Yeah, there's 4 little hammocks they just came out of.
Oh, did they? Kind of like the story we had the other day.
That's why he's. Yeah, in case you missed it, earlier this week, we had a great story where a bear down in Florida, it was just
90.
literally, there was a picture of this bear just chilling like this on a hammock. I mean,
Yeah.
it was just phenomenal.
Yeah, although the people in the neighborhood didn't like it so much because who wants a bear in your neighborhood?
I know.
You take the trash out and all of a sudden
picture
like,
was
ooh,
absolutely
hi.
priceless.
I know.
So I think one of the most dreaded conversations that probably you and I are awaiting is
Yeah.
the stork conversation
I
with our.
know.
We still have a few years till we have to have that conversation, don't
I
we?
don't know. I really don't know. I need to catch up. But the thing is, once we start, you have to continue it through teens and keep having it so
All
that
the
your kids
time.
come to you. Right. And then also, we've got a chef in house.
There he
Chef
is. He
Chris.
just walked in.
Yeah. We're making red curry meatballs.
Yes.
This is going to be a good show.
Should be fun, so stay with us. There's always much more coming up here on the show as well. And plus, we're talking about allergies
Yeah.
in Bismarck. So we got the whole show covered. Go to our website, ndtoday.tv. As always, you can join our conversation, too, at our Facebook page. And this cool phone number you see here, you can text that number. You can call it and leave voicemail messages. Any way you want to communicate with us, do it. We'll be right back with much more.